up here, Eugene.
Come on, what are you doing? People will be arriving soon. I'm expecting a big crowd.
I guess there's no accounting for taste.
It's hard, Ava.
I feel like there's something missing from these pieces, you know?
Yeah, what I do know is that this work sells.
And even the artist can explain why it's worth this much money.
All right. What is going on with you lately?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't feel like myself.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. And you, my girl, you need a vacation to face what you've been through.
Where would I go?
Hello, whatever happened to your cruise? That's all paid for.
You mean my honeymoon cruise?
Yeah, why let it go to waste?
Eugene, there's...
It's been almost a year, Ava. You need to get out there again.
My wedding was called off 1 week before walking down the aisle. That's kind of hard to get over. And anyways, the trip expires in 2 weeks, and I have my weekend classes at the Children's Hospital, so...
I'll teach them for you.
Really?
Yeah. You need this.
And who would I get to go with me this last minute?
Cruises are a great way to meet new people, Ava. Oh, and by the way, I have another exhibition just like this one coming up next week.
What were you saying? It's a great way to meet new people?
That's my girl. Let's go.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Morning, Reynolds.
Working on the gala?
Yes, I've chosen some lovely paintings for the auction, but there's still so many pieces just lying here collecting dust. It's such a shame.
You know that there's no more room on the palace walls.
Look at this. Well, it's an abstract that Max and Katrine got as a wedding gift. It's called The Brink, Tobias Hoffler. A sense of peace comes over me every time I look at it.
I see a chaos of colors.
In the eye of the beholder.
And I have enough chaos in my life juggling the various elements of this job.
Something going on?
I've been with your father. He wants to see you immediately.
Ah, does he now? Let me guess. This has something to do with last night, around 2 a.m.
A perceptive guess, sir.
Lead on.
Jacket, sir.
Yeah. Mother, father, Max, Katrine.
In front of the palace, Joseph? Really?
Oh, yes, that's a terrible photo. Is this what they're calling a stop the presses moment now? I'm sorry, Father. It won't happen again.
That's what you said the last time. This is about perception. People look up to us. We're royals. We don't embarrass the family. And we don't get speeding tickets.
Well, it's because none of you drive. All right. I have fun. But I also work hard. You know how much I contribute to our charitable efforts.
Josh's been a big help sourcing items for the gala auction.
And it's appreciated, but this is much bigger than that. You're next in line to be king. And we can't keep going round in circles like this. If you're not willing to settle down like Max, find a suitable partner.
We have the royals from Denmark coming to stay with us this week. I told the king and queen that Joseph would entertain Princess Gudrun.
Bless you, Mother, but I don't want to be set up. But thank you.
Then you need to think about your future, your place in this monarchy. I suggest you take some time away from the palace before you give me your answer.
An answer, Father, for?
For whether you wish to be the future king. You have 2 weeks.
But that's such a big decision, Father. Can't it wait? The gala's in 2 weeks, and Joseph still hasn't secured all the auction items.
I've made up my mind.
May I interject with a possible solution, Your Majesty?
Of course, Reynolds.
The paintings are from the royals in Germany and Austria. I happen to know of a cruise along the Danube that stops near the palaces.
Oh, a cruise sounds fun. You see, I could secure the auction items in person and take some time to think.
Slay 2 dragons with 1 sword, if you will.
I like it.
How did you hear about this cruise, Reynolds?
The captain is a former colleague of mine.
Is he trustworthy? We don't need any more headlines.
Let's just say I trust him with my life, Your Majesty.
Noted.
What about the passengers? What if one of them recognizes him?
Oh, no, I'm barely recognized outside of Baldonia. It'll be fine.
And cruises are perfect for rest and relaxation.
Reynolds will go with you, of course.
So, shall I make the call, Your Majesty?
All right, let's get packing.
Welcome to the Emerald Sun and Ingolstadt, Germany. The fortress on the river is now yours to explore. Our crew is standing by, ready to assist and get you settled into your cabins. We hope you have a good day on this first leg of your journey.
Welcome aboard. I'm Teddy Connors, our cruise director.
Hi, Ava Michaela.
Are you waiting for anyone else?
No, I'm traveling by myself.
I have you in 302. It's one of our honeymoon suites.
More closet space for me.
Well, you're going to meet so many great people on this cruise, Ava. Especially at dinner when we rotate everyone around. It's a lot of fun.
Great.
We can pick up the keys and leave the luggage with a porter.
Good, I'll go get the lay of the land.
No, wait, I just need to find a porter. As quick as you can.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to see all the castles.
Oh my goodness. Oh, could you hold this for a second?
Good afternoon. Could you tell me what time high tea is?
High tea?
Yes, you know, finger sandwiches, scones.
Yeah, I know what high tea is. Fit for a king, right?
Well, they do get all the best perks.
Right. You know, you look a little familiar.
If you could just direct me where to go.
Oh, I don't mind.
We've got our keys. Sorry to have bothered you.
Right.
I asked you to wait, sir.
She almost recognized me. Maybe it's my look. Too distinctive.
I've never thought so, sir.
I think it's time for a change, Reynolds. Nicely done, Reynolds. I barely recognize myself. Is there anything you can't do?
No, sir. I have you listed on the manifest as Joe Alexander. What do you plan on telling the other passengers as to why you're here?
I'll tell them the truth, that I'm securing art pieces for a charity auction.
Good, because we've been invited to sit at the captain's table tonight. Oh, and remember, I can't call you Your Highness or Sir.
That's right. I'm just Joe.
Hello, Miles.
I see Operation Scion is off to a good start.
With your help, Silver Fox. Joe, this is Captain Magnuson.
Very nice to meet you.
Welcome to my table, Joe.
Thank you.
Please, take a seat.
Captain, this is Ava. Ava, this is Captain Magnuson.
Lovely to meet you.
I've never sat at a captain's table before. Is there any special etiquette?
Only that you have to laugh at all my jokes. Please take a seat.
Good evening, Captain.
Good evening.
I placed you next to Reynolds. He seems quite interested.
You always have my back, Teddy.
Let me seat you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the cruise, everyone. Whether it's your first trip or your 6th.
Oh, 10th.
or your 10th?
Being catered to on a luxurious ship, I should have been you in another life.
I do enjoy being catered to.
A woman after my own heart.
Do you play golf?
St. Andrews, every autumn.
They have mini golf on the ship.
That'll do, if it's with you.
Nice haircut.
Oh, thank you. You as well. I'm Joe. Joe Alexander. How long have you been working on the ship for?
I'm a passenger. Ava Michaela.
You are? But I thought... Oh, sorry. So, why the Danube?
It's a long story for another time. What about you?
We're on a working trip.
Oh, what do you do?
We're collecting royal art pieces for a charity auction.
I'm in the art world too. I love seeing when it goes to a good cause. How'd you get into that?
Oh, it's a family thing. It's been going on for hundreds of... for many generations.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a toast to this wonderful cruise.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ava.
Joe, hi.
Hello. I should apologize for last night, thinking you were the cruise director. I was a bit confused.
Don't worry about it. We're even. I actually thought you were a friend from high school for a second.
Well, I just have one of those faces. So you said you're in the art world?
I manage a gallery in Chicago. Mostly modern pieces.
How impressive. Did you go to school for that?
Art history.
Are you from Chicago, then?
Born and raised. What about you?
Baldonia?
I can't say I know that country.
It's very small. Like a fishbowl. Not like Chicago. Do you like your work at the gallery?
Depends on the day. It tends to attract people who claim they love art. But collectors these days are just looking for their next big investment.
Are you suggesting that people with money don't appreciate art?
No. But it does tend to attract a certain type of...
Money dilettante? Do you want to look around together? I don't think there are any snobby collectors here, but you never know, you might find the next Picasso.
I'd like that.
All right. I see water below, and it grounds the image.
In contrast to the celestial chaos above. It reminds me of this Austrian artist I love, Bias Hoffler.
Hoffler? Yes, he's very talented.
Right? His emotional depth, relatable themes.
Oh, he's a genius in the abstract world.
So you know his work. What about the brink?
Schnitzel. Do you smell schnitzel? I'm hungry all of a sudden.
I'm glad we ran into each other today. This has been fun.
Completely unexpected, but yes, fun.
It's amazing how many talented but undiscovered artists are out there. It must be tough for them.
Also endearing. That time in your life where you don't have a penny to your name, but you love what you do, and you're excited about the future. Some days I'd give anything to be a blank canvas again.
What did you mean when you said it's a long story when I asked you why you're here?
I'm not sure you want to hear it.
Try me.
Okay. But no Bridezilla jokes.
I don't even know what that means, so no jokes.
This was supposed to be my honeymoon cruise.
I was not expecting that. What happened?
You could say it was a change of heart.
For whom? You or him?
For both. But sometimes you have to make tough decisions when your hand is forced. And now, here I am, and my boss says I need to work on myself.
I know all about that.
You were left at the altar by a runaway bride?
Last year, yes, it's true. I don't want to talk about it. I guess you could say I'm also taking stock of my life on this trip.
Care to share anything?
It's my father, actually. He wants to know if I want to take over the family business someday.
You said you do charity work, right?
Well, that's one branch of what we do. He wants me to be the CEO, if you will, of the entire enterprise.
Wow, that's huge. But is that what you want?
I'm not sure I'm a good fit. At the same time, it's a great honor.
Well, it sounds like we both have some soul searching to do.
Maybe we could search our souls together.
It's just a birdie attempt. You're not defusing a nuclear device. Stay on target. That part had more twists than a spy novel.
You seem a little tense, Reynolds.
I'm fine.
All right, what is it?
Well, I was hoping to see Joe. I haven't checked in with him all day.
Do you need him for something?
He's supposed to be working something out for work.
Well, maybe he's with Ava, the woman from the captain's table. She seemed awfully smitten with him the other night.
Yeah, you noticed. Subtle tells, touching her face, dilated pupils.
Charity work or behavioral sciences, Reynolds?
No, I'm just fascinated by people, what makes them tick.
Oh.
And that's what you call compromised. Looks like I owe you lunch.
Actually, it's all inclusive.
I know. That's why I offered.
Best 2 out of 3?
Why not?
This is really beautiful.
You're very easy to be with.
And so are you.
Come with me to Roth Palace tomorrow. We can explore a little before I have to pick up one of my auction items.
I should really stick with the tour. You could sign up too if you like.
Good evening.
Nice to see you, Reynolds. I'll see you later, Joe.
Your Highness, with all due respect, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying the cruise.
You're supposed to be thinking about your future. Your father won't be happy.
My father wants me to decide what it is I want. Right now, I want to be with Ava.
Are you going to tell her who you are then?
I will. I will.
Welcome to Vilhoven, Germany, a quaint three-river town located at the confluence of the Vils, the Wupfer, and the Danube. Happy exploring.
You're going to love Roth Palace. It's one of my favorite tours of the cruise.
I'm so excited.
Hello.
Joe, I have you as a last-minute add-on for the tour. You're a fan of castles, too?
Honestly, it depends on the day. I mean, of course, who isn't?
Well, enjoy you, too.
Thank you.
Have you been to a lot of castles?
Oh, 1 or 2. The secret doors and passageways are the best part. When I was a kid, I used to go read about them in books. It was look, the tour's leaving.
that's a secret door right there.
I never would have spotted that.
Oh, it takes a trained eye.
Look at all this history. The stories this castle could tell, the legends and more. I love it.
Castles are also symbols of power and authority.
Maybe hundreds of years ago.
Maybe still now.
Well, I think it's great the royal family's sharing this. The art it's magnificent. Could you imagine managing a place like this? It's like one giant gallery, but with no bias, no agenda. All you need is a ticket and an open heart.
Is that how you see palaces?
Yeah. Opening these doors is a gift to the world. Connection to the past. What kind of royalty does Baldonia have?
The stuffy kind. I mean, isn't all royalty stuffy?
I don't actually know any, but I know they live a charmed life.
Good afternoon. Enjoying the palace?
Very much so.
Good. Joe, it's time to pick out a painting down in the chamber.
Where's the chamber?
It's in the lower level of the castle.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Do you mind if I join?
Oh, I don't think you'd like it down there. It's very grim.
Very gloomy.
Perfect. A real castle experience.
Okay.
One moment, Ava. I have a business question for Joe.
Of course.
What are you doing? Well, I can't tell her now.
All right, I'll handle it. But we should have a code word if the Queen shows up. Regal. Regal is the code word. Looks like the curator needs another 10 minutes. Why don't I meet you down there? I'll get her to send an escort.
Sounds great.
Thank you, Reynolds.
I wonder if this was a dungeon.
Was. You know, they say that the restless spirits of criminals and monsters still roam these tunnels to this day.
Did you not?
Oh, they do.
You did not just do that.
Oh, that was good. That's good. But actually, you know, criminals would have been locked up in the tower, not the dungeon.
Much better.
Welcome to the chamber. This is where they keep their archival pieces.
Where's the curator? I was hoping to meet her.
She had to go. You know how it is when the Queen calls. But she said, these are the two paintings you can choose from when you're ready. The Queen was just here. Just don't take too long. I'll, in case she comes back.
Reynolds, we're fine.
Until you're not.
Look at all this stuff. Hundreds of years of artifacts, gifts, and weapons. Such a shame it's just sitting here collecting dust.
That's what I always say. I mean, all art should be admired, shouldn't it? Should we take a look at these? Go ahead.
Is that a Baricelli? And a Conrad? Joe, you could get millions for either one of these. How did you convince the royals to donate?
Well, I used my family's connections and I assured the royals their donations would go to a good place. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm drawn to this one. There's a sort of mystery about it, isn't there?
On this side, the birds in the dark sky are perhaps symbols of emotional distress, but there's a contrast.
Yes, on this side, the flowers growing, the town rebuilding. It feels more like hope.
Exactly. A duality of existence.
Like it's connecting us to something bigger. You know, I would have just thrown a dart to choose between these two. The way you just sized it up.
Well, so did you.
What, because of you?
Did you decide?
Yes. This one.
A very regal choice. Regal.
Oh, we should go.
Did you see another monster?
Right this way.
Kids.
Is that the Queen?
I think it was right over here.
was the palace?
It was breathtaking, everything I imagined. I think I might have even seen the Queen. But most importantly, the art. I felt like I was back in college. It was so inspiring.
That's great.
And Joe made it fun too.
Really?
Yeah, I helped him pick out a piece for the charity auction, and I seem to know a lot about castles.
Sounds like you two are a good match. I hope you get to spend more time together.
Yeah, I still can't figure him out though.
How do you mean?
Well, maybe I'm overanalyzing. Do that a lot these days. But we were having a moment with the paintings, and suddenly he wanted to leave. Like, in a hurry. It was strange.
Maybe he realized you need to get back to the ship. I mean, that happens sometimes with our passengers. They get all caught up in the amazing ports, and all of a sudden it's a race to the ramp.
Maybe you're right.
He seems like a good guy. It's just a hunch, but if you two are getting along well, I wouldn't overthink it.
Thanks, Teddy.
Reynolds, checking in to see how things are going.
Did Yosef secure the painting today at Roth Palace?
Yes, he did, sir. I think you'll be very pleased.
Wonderful.
And the other part of the trip?
I'm working on it, sir.
Is there a problem?
A small distraction, but actually, Prince Yosef's just...
Yosef just what?
He's meditating. Yes, it's very, zen here on the ship, Your Majesty.
Oh, that's good. All right, we'll check in again soon.
Thank you for that.
That was a near miss with the Queen today, sir. What would have happened if Ava had realized who you were? It could have caused a scene.
You were right. As always, thank you for the save.
Of course, it's what I do best. But don't you think it's time to tell her, sir? I can see you're growing close.
I will. I just need to find the right moment. It's complicated. You know, what with my situation and with her past.
Will you want me to whip up a psychological profile?
No, Reynolds.
Okay. How about a drink?
Now you're talking.
Oh, thank you.
The secret to a good martini is orange bitters in mine, please.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were going to say shaken, not stirred.
A martini in a British accent, and everyone assumes you're James Bond.
Are you?
Well, I do have the dry, wet, and quick reflexes.
Ava, come join us.
Ooh, martinis. I'm in. Do you have any chartreuse?
Chartreuse? Interesting choice.
It gives it a certain elegance.
When I was bartending in college, I always used to push my fancy creations on all the beer drinkers.
Bartending, eh?
Yep, for 4 years. Those tips helped pay my way through school.
Admirable.
Every job has its advantages.
Yeah, and this one sure did. Free martinis.
I feel like we should have a toast.
To martinis.
And to making things happen.
Here, here.
Would you like to go for a little walk?
Sure.
We'll catch you kids later.
Gin.
Cheers.
Honestly, you were incredible today.
You're too kind. It just comes easy to me. I've been analyzing art since I could finger paint. I am most fond of the double dip technique.
Ah, yes, yes. Myself, I've always been partial to the timeout technique.
What's that one?
Oh, you throw the paint everywhere and you get put in timeout? Yes, I don't always color between the lines.
Oh, it's better than coloring in the lines. Just bottle everything up inside and pretend everything's okay.
You said your fiancé forced your hand. What happened?
It started with a promotion Simon got a month before the wedding. One day he came over and told me we were moving to New York. I have no problem picking up and moving to a new city, but what I do have a problem with is he never even asked me if I wanted to go.
So you called it off?
Not immediately. I mean, I had my dress, gifts were showing up at my apartment every day. but it definitely got me thinking.
And what did you do?
I asked him if I was the love of his life. He paused. It's all I needed to know.
Wow. Any regrets?
It's more like I doubted myself.
Self-doubt, it's part of the journey, isn't it? It's how we grow from it that really matters. Ava, I hope you know that your worth is not defined by one man or one moment. It's defined by the incredible person you are. You deserve to be with someone who could see that.
Thanks for saying that, Joe.
Welcome to Linz, known for its spectacular museums and galleries. We do hope you get out to experience the local culture. From all the crew, sich amüsieren.
Ah, I see great minds think alike. I heard this is the best coffee in Linz.
Try the Café Vicure.
Good tip. Eine Kaffee Verkauf, bitte.
Joe, I wanted to thank you for last night, for what you said.
Well, I meant every word. You just have to believe in yourself. So, what are we doing today?
We?
Oh, sorry, too presumptuous.
No, it's nice. Well, I've been thinking about something. I could barely sleep last night.
Everything all right?
Yes. The art at the palace yesterday, it made me realize that I've lost some of that passion that used to come so easily to me. It made me see that that's what's been missing in my work.
Danke.
Anyways, I have this crazy idea.
Well, I love crazy ideas.
You know how we were talking about the artist Tobias Hoffler?
Yes?
He once turned down 100,000 euros for a painting. Said the higher the price tag, the lower the integrity of his work. He sold it to a local library for €1.
Well, that's certainly making a point.
And the point is, he tries to keep his work away from the scene, the more pretentious side of the gallery world. He just wants people to enjoy it.
It's admirable.
That's the kind of artist I want to work with. Someone who wants their art to be shared and appreciated by real people. When I was in college, I told myself one day I was going to meet Hoffler. And right now I feel like if I could just find him, I don't know, maybe that could be my blank canvas.
I believe he's supposed to be quite the recluse, though. I don't know if he wants to be found.
Well, I read he lives right here in Linz. And I'm going to find him. Are you in?
I sure am. We're looking for the artist Tobias Hoffler.
Try artist Sally.
She says it's just up this way.
All right.
You have an eye for art. What did you study in college?
International relations.
That's interesting.
My father's idea.
Did you do anything with it?
Well, I do international work with the charities, of course, but honestly, not really.
Can't think of too many things more important than charity. You never said what kind?
Oh, children's, so mostly scholarships, hospitals, that sort of thing.
I love that. I actually teach art at the Chicago Children's Hospital every Saturday.
Do you? That's amazing.
Seeing their smiling faces when I walk through the door with all my supplies is priceless. It gives them something to look forward to. They're dealing with a lot.
I can only imagine.
It's good for them. It's good for me. Puts things into perspective. The studio's just up here.
Are you sure this is it?
Oh, look.
Oh. Well. If he's not answering.
I've come all this way. What are you doing?
Someone has to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hallo?
Ah, guten Tag, liebe Dame. Liebe Tobias Hoffler hier.
Dag, Kunschafs. Auf eine Gefahr.
Vielen Dank.
I'm nervous. Why am I nervous?
But you've been following him for years, and now you're finally going to meet him.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Leave the clay by the counter.
Are you Tobias?
Who's asking?
I'm Ava. I'm from a gallery in Chicago, and this is Joe.
Who let you in here? Oh, the door was open. You look familiar. You know, Ava is a big fan of yours. Speak.
Do you like Jankowski?
Early or later?
The earlier provocative works. I feel a similar energy in your work.
No one has ever compared me to Jankowski. People think I'm too abstract.
Well, ideas aren't abstract. It's not your fault if people aren't making the connection. Not everything has to be a statement. It's okay for it to be a question.
Why exactly are you here?
If you ever want to collaborate, I really respect your message.
Not interested.
Well, if you change your mind, here's my card. I want you to know how inspired I was by your painting The Brink. Whatever happened to it?
Last I heard, it was bought as a wedding gift for some royals.
Do you know who?
Can't remember.
One last question. Why did you call it The Brink?
Because we're all teetering on the brink of triumph. Or disaster. Which path will you choose?
Thank you for your time. Brink of disaster? I feel like I need to burn some sage.
He's definitely an eccentric. Although, I think you're focusing on the wrong half of what he said. See, you've already been to the brink of disaster, and look at you now.
On a cruise, alone, rethinking my life.
You're not alone. And the way you spoke to him in there, I don't think he's ever been sized up like that in his life. You have a way of seeing things differently.
You always say the sweetest things to me.
Well, you make it very easy.
So there's a painting party tomorrow in Passau. Do you want to team up?
A painting party? Does that mean we work together on a painting?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to.
Okay, so the prize is a gourmet dinner in Vienna. I think that we could win this.
Oh, you're competitive. Now, I don't want to disappoint you.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go ask Tobias. Of course I want you to be my partner.
All right, I'm in.
This is really delicious. What's it called again?
Linzer Tort. My mother used to sneak down to the kitchen in the middle of the night to make it with me.
Sneak?
Ava, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, it's Tobias. It's about the brink. Tobias says the painting was sold to a man who owns a jewelry store in Vienna.
Oh, you're turning into quite the sleuth, aren't you?
I do love a good Dateline episode.
If it was sold as a wedding present, wherever it ended up, it's probably not for sale.
Well, I have to try since we'll be in Vienna. And he'll know who the couple is.
But that was years ago. So tell me, how's Operation Scion coming along?
It's not. We have an obstacle to the mission.
A woman?
Ava. She was at your table the first night.
Ah, yes, I can see why he'd be taken by her.
The king is not going to be happy, and we have less than a week before we return home. Any thoughts?
Remember the Codebreaker?
Oh, yes, who could forget? He infiltrated the royal computer networks.
We have 48 hours until the Silver Jubilee.
He was threatening to expose the royals' dirty laundry.
And you made the call to deliberately make mistakes on our investigation, ultimately tripping up the Codebreaker.
Yes, it was pure genius, but where are you going with this?
Be there for Joseph, but make some intentional mistakes. Let him fly and see where he lands.
This feels like the old days, doesn't it? Speaking of the Scion. Yes, Your Highness. Yes, I can do that for you. Yes, sir.
See you at the painting party.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to our painting and Pinot contest. Each team has an hour to put their own spin on this beautiful landscape. And the captain and I will be judging on color and artistic talents.
The winners get a private gourmet dinner for two in Vienna.
Did you arrange for the transportation?
Yes, sir.
And everything else we talked about?
All arranged.
Thank you, Reynolds. All right.
We have to beat them.
Yes.
My eye on the prize.
Your eye on the prize, but you've already won me over.
Oh, this is a nice look.
No.
Just needs a little
What?
something.
What's happening?
Look at those two.
Nice.
There's something special there.
I'm afraid you're right.
Yes, I believe this is what we call artistic differences.
I think we should put an abstract spin on it. Make it our own.
Yes. Yeah, something that tells a story.
Now, I know there's no actual pink in the landscape, but I think it just brightens everything up. It's my favorite color. Can you tell?
You do know I'm colorblind, don't you?
Oh, dear God. Or are we going to win?
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Is that why all the trees are black?
You're immediately inspired. I love it.
Actually, very good.
Well, thank you.
Yes, I like it. We get the feeling of the landscape without it being so directly representational.
That's working well, isn't it?
Yes. You may be colorblind, but at least you can draw.
Excuse my reach.
I'm in charge of pink.
Oh, no, that's all right. No, it's all right. Try this.
Nice save.
I don't know if it's the altitude getting to me, but I was just thinking, painting together is about more than just painting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah?
I mean, you drew the outline, I mixed the colors, we've smoothed out each other's mistakes, and look what we've created. A beautiful blend of inspiration and forgiveness.
Are you still talking about the painting now or something else?
Okay, everyone, time's up. The judges are coming through. And the winner of the painting and Pinot contest is...
Betty Ann Reynolds.
Yes! Oh, I'm shocked. No special dinner for us.
Well, actually, I arranged for a bit of a backup plan. In case. I mean, given my art skills.
I can't believe you were rooting against us. I mean...
No, not against us, just against me. That's a big difference. Look, I just didn't want you to leave empty-handed. Come with me. Your chariot waits.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going?
Oh, that's a secret.
I've never been on a motorcycle.
Really? Well, in that case, promise I'll go the speed limit.
Wow, this is for us?
It's for you. You deserve the best.
How did you pull this off?
Well, I had a little help. Reynolds is very good with top secret missions.
My sisters could see me now.
Oh, what would they say?
They would say, "What have you done with my sister?" They'd never believe after the year that I've had that I'd be sitting here with you. It's like a fairy tale.
Were they surprised when you came on the cruise?
Yes. But they were mostly proud of me for getting back out there. You know, you picked the perfect night to do this.
Oh.
Today would have been my 1-year wedding anniversary.
I had no idea.
It's okay, because you made today the best day ever.
Dance with me, Ava. I'd like to keep seeing you after the cruise.
Joe, I really like you. A lot. But this would never work. I mean, we're an ocean apart. I think we should go back to the ship.
As we sail into Vienna, embrace the history of this nearly 2,000-year-old city, the city of music. Get ready to waltz through centuries of culture and elegance. It won't disappoint.
Aren't you excited we may find the brink?
Yeah, sure.
You look like you're in the witness protection program.
That's because someone was knocking on my door very early this morning and I'm rather tired.
I wanted to get there right when it opened.
Hello.
Leo?
Yes?
Hi, my name is Ava McAuliffe, and this is Joe.
Just Joe.
Just Joe.
How can I help you? Are you looking for an engagement ring? I've got a cushion cut, princess cut, apple cut.
No, we're not getting engaged. I'm actually just wondering about a painting you might have purchased called The Brink by Tobias Hoffler. It was purchased as a wedding gift.
Yeah, I did not buy it directly, but I knew about the piece and I arranged the sale.
For a royal.
What is it about?
I work at an art gallery and there's an interested party in the painting.
Oh, I'm sure they will never sell it. It's a unique piece.
You know what? Maybe I will see that princess cut.
Yeah, absolutely. And here it is.
You know, I'm not quite sure we're ready for marriage yet, sweetie.
Oh, well, honey, you know, I'll wait as long as you want. because I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Did I just make a marriage joke?
I think you did.
Does that mean I'm officially healed?
It means you're moving on.
This could be the royal couple that has the painting. I'm just gonna do a photo search. Prince Maximus and Princess Katrina of Baldonia. Wait, that's where you're from. Baldonia Palace is only 2 hours away. Oh, darn, there's no tours. I wonder why it's not open to the public. It really should be.
I agree. Excuse me, what are you doing?
What was that about?
I don't know. Annoying tourists, I guess.
It's strange.
How about we go to the market? I do love a good bargain.
This is so pretty.
You like it?
Beautiful.
We'll take it. Give you 100 euros? Danke.
Thank you, but Joe, you didn't even bargain.
What?
I don't think it's worth that much.
Bargain? What? How am I supposed to do that?
We'll start a lot lower.
What, like, I'll give you 75 euros.
Never mind. That's really nice of you. I'm sure she has a family at home.
Look at you, always thinking about others.
How's it look?
Looks perfect.
I'm still looking for the fairy tale of no reason it can't exist. I'm still dreaming of the fairy tale of someday I'll find it.
Yeah, you actually pulled it off. Very French.
Oh, look at you, yes! No.
Honeymoon?
Oh, no.
Anniversary?
No, just, new friends.
Oh, yeah.
They're giving off quite the couple vibes today.
Well, maybe they're onto something.
You seem familiar. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe what?
Just Joe.
How much for this one?
That is 200 euros. It was part of a royal jewelry collection. Very, very old.
Really? Which royals?
The Collar family.
Westburg Castle burned down in 1817, and there was very little left. Are you sure?
Oh, it's real.
Well, I suppose we can always look it up in their public catalogue.
Well, 30 euros.
I'll take it.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Look at that. An absolute natural. Straight into the royal wave. You know exactly what you're doing.
Now I know.
Very good.
It's you. It's you. Your Highness.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's an Austrian tradition. I think I've done it enough. All right. Danke.
Good evening.
Let me guess. You want to know if I've made up my mind?
It's as if you're psychic, sir. You know, the cruise ends in 4 days.
Play a game with me, Reynolds.
Now's not the time.
You see, my entire life, I have done this. Go on, it's your turn. And my father does that. And then I do this. And my father does that. And then I do this. And my father does that. It's a constant back and forth. It's all about who has the power.
Well, the king would say he has.
Well, then how is it that we always end up like this? No winner.
Well, perhaps you deserve some respect. The effort you've put into preserving the palace art, the charity work you do.
And yet my father never takes me seriously.
Yeah, because on the flip side of that, your shenanigans are getting as old as King Charles's collection of leaky pens. Thank you.
All right, I deserve that.
You know, there was a time when your father didn't get along with his father. He was pretty wild, too.
Father?
Really?
Oh, yes.
How did they work through it? They were so close.
Compromised. And your father came to realize how important the role of king is, how much it means to your family, to the country.
It's a massive responsibility.
More importantly, sir, it's an honor, one bestowed on very few before you.
To be or not to be king? That's the question, Reynolds. I swear I feel as tormented as Prince Hamlet.
Hopefully not that tormented, sir. Well, anyway, perhaps your brother can help you. He just called he's coming tonight.
Max is coming. No, I'm about to go find Ava. We had a wonderful day together.
Well, I
really tell Max that I'll see him when I get home. Thank you, Reynolds.
Look at that. Max is unavailable. Initiating Operation Brotherly Love. Hello, Betty. Yes, I wondered if you could see your way to having dinner with Ava this evening. You could? Excellent. Yes. No, I shall see you afterwards. That would be wonderful.
Max. What are you doing here?
Reynolds was supposed to tell you I was coming.
Oh. I suppose I didn't get the message.
Come on, let's grab a drink. Away from here.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That painting you secured is incredible, by the way. Thank you for that.
Oh, you should thank Ava. She helped me pick it out. We're choosing the second one tomorrow at Belvedere.
Is she the distraction Reynolds was talking about?
I have never met anyone like her.
Sounds serious.
It is.
So, bring her home to meet mother and father.
I haven't told her who we are yet.
You're kidding.
Look, everything that I do in my life is judged on the fact that I'm a royal. No one sees me as a person, but she does. With her, I can be just Joe. And now, yes, now I'm worried about how she'll react, how mother and father will react, because they have always had a very specific idea of who I should end up with. Someone like, you know, Princess Gummy.
Gudrun. And trust me, she's not your type. Look, best advice, just be honest. Get it all out in the open as soon as possible. I think mother and father will be more receptive than you think.
Thanks, Max.
Look, I want you to know, whatever your decision, I support you. And I'll always be here for you.
It pains me to admit this, but you're a good brother. And actually, if this should work out with Ava, there's a painting I'd like to talk to you about.
So, you and Joe, you two seem to be getting very close.
Yeah, maybe a little too close. This cruise is almost over, Betty, and I'm going back to Chicago. I really don't want to get my heart broken again.
I lost my husband, so I know it can be scary getting back out there. But what this adventure has done for me, it's opened my eyes to the possibility of love. And I never thought that would happen. So let me ask you this. Has Joe made you feel that spark again?
He has.
Then every minute spent with him is worth it. Don't worry about the future. Just focus on the right now.
The King and Queen are being very generous with their collection.
We've been staring at these for over an hour. I think we need to make a decision.
I know. It's just, they're all so great.
Do you need to get that?
It can wait. Okay, how about this?
On the count of 3, we both just point to the one that we like the best. Okay?
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Great minds again.
Well, that's our charity mission complete. I think perhaps we should celebrate with a kiss.
I've seen the kiss in art books, but the original is... wow.
Wow is right.
What do you think of when you look at it?
Well, the gold shimmers like early morning light. It creates a kind of fog around the couple.
Almost as if they're the only 2 people in the world.
It's hard to see where one ends and the other one begins. Shall we?
Well, you can't come to the kiss and not. Thank you.
What for the kiss?
For all of it. For making me feel hopeful about life again.
I think we've done that for each other.
You should get that.
All right. Excuse me. Oh, it's Max. No, this can't be happening.
Yes, Father. Just a misunderstanding. Yes, of course, Father. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
So you're not engaged?
No, of course not.
This is not good.
No, it's not. My father is less than thrilled, shall we say.
But Ava hasn't seen the story yet.
I don't think so. As far as I can tell, it's only been in the Baldonia papers.
You need to tell us, sir.
I will. Tonight. But my father wants me to return home immediately.
What's your plan?
Well, we aren't too far from the palace right now. I'll return home, speak with my family, and then rejoin the ship before it sets sail for Budapest.
Would you like me to accompany you, sir?
I need to do this on my own. It's time my father and I really talk for a change.
As you wish. I'll tell Ava you had business to attend to back at home.
Thank you, Reynolds. See you when I get back.
Father?
Joseph.
I'm sorry about the engagement mix-up.
Yes, that was quite unfortunate. Thankfully, Reynolds managed to convince the papers to run a retraction. He says you've grown quite close to this woman.
Her name is Ava.
You barely know her.
And yet she's everything. I'd like to invite her to the gala, to introduce her to you and Mother, the whole family.
She is a commoner. I would expect that if you're to be king, you would choose someone more suited to the role.
Well, I can't help who I fall in love with, Father. Once again, I feel like I'm failing you.
Son, disappointing me is getting a speeding ticket in front of the palace. Failing me, that's something you've never done. I've always been proud of your accomplishments.
Really?
Yes. You just leave me a little exasperated some days, that's all.
So why did you force my hand?
I did it for you.
For me?
Yes. Grandfather died suddenly, and I was instantly king. There was no time for deciding anything. I could see the weight of the world was on your shoulders, and I know, once you make your choice, you will be at peace.
Will you be upset with me if I choose not to be king?
Not in the least. But I will say, in defense of the job, it can be fun. The perks are great. And best of all, no one tells you what to do. Come in.
Joe. Max. Thank you for having my back the other night.
Of course. But we have a problem. A big one. That retraction the papers said they were going to run, it's not happening. They're doubling down on Joe's engagement.
What? I have to get back to the ship. I'll be back in time for the gala with an answer.
Good luck.
This is your captain speaking. We will be setting sail shortly for Budapest. For myself and the crew, happy sailing.
Hey, Teddy. I haven't seen Joe. Do you know if he's checked in yet?
Let me see. Nope, not yet.
It's getting a bit late.
He has 5 minutes before we leave. He's cutting it close. Is everything okay?
I'm sure it's fine. Oh my goodness.
Is that him?
No, it's an artist I'm interested in, Tobias Hoffler. He wants to work with me.
That's great.
I can't wait to tell Joe. I just hope he makes it in time.
Maybe Reynolds has seen him? I think he's up on the top deck.
Thanks, Teddy.
I figured it out.
Ah, the secret of a hole-in-one.
You and Joe. Joe is the Duke of Baldonia, and you are his butler.
I prefer valet. Betty, I feel terrible about this.
Ava doesn't know, does she?
Ava doesn't know what? From ordinary to extraordinary, mystery woman revealed. The Ava princess? Chicago commoner to Duchess to be? A tiara-clad fairy tale begins?
Joe was going to tell you.
Duke of Baldonia?
Ava, can I talk to you, please? It's urgent.
I just realized the painting I've been chasing across Europe. Your family owns it.
I'm sorry. There were so many times I was going to tell you.
We spent every day together on this cruise and you couldn't find one. What did you think, that I'm some woman looking for a royal to sweep me off my feet? Or that I call the press?
No, nothing like that.
I told you things. Private things about my past. You took advantage of that.
I meant every word I said. Let me explain.
You know what hurts the most? You made me not doubt myself for the first time in a long time. And now here I am. Back where I started.
Ava.
No. Have anything to say to you.
Ava, Joe is devastated. I've known him for many years and I've never seen him like this. He's so very sorry.
There's no excuse for what he did. And you didn't say anything either, Reynolds.
I'm sorry too. Joe struggles with his family, as you know, and now you have context. He's never found his place. And he was trying to figure out where he belonged on this cruise. He never expected to meet you.
I get that he's going through a hard time.
But that doesn't give him a pass to do what he did. Did he ask you to talk to me?
No. He'd be upset if he thought I was interfering. But you've managed to reach him in a way no one ever has. He even told his father, the king, about you.
Really? I appreciate what you're saying. I do. But without trust, it's just a house of cards.
Welcome to Budapest. We'll be spending our final 2 days here, so I do hope you'll get out and enjoy some of our excursions arranged by our fabulous cruise director, Teddy.
Ava. Teddy told me you'd be on the tour.
I told you I have nothing left to say to you.
I didn't want what happened between us to be left unresolved.
There's nothing to resolve. I should have known better. Coming on an ill-fated honeymoon, the brink of disaster, right?
Oh, Ava, please. I made a huge mistake. And if I could take it back, if I could do things differently, I would. I never intended for you to doubt yourself. That's the last thing I wanted. You're the first person in my life who has seen me for who I truly am, and not just for my title. And I didn't want that to end. I know it's selfish, but I'm sorry, everything snowballed, but this has been the best week of my life.
Do you know how excited I was to tell you Tobias reached out yesterday? He wants to work with me.
Really?
Yes, and you ruined that moment. I can't be with someone that I don't trust.
Wait. Don't you think that maybe what happened before with your ex, with you coming on this trip alone, it happened for a reason? It was paving the way for something real and beautiful. It was paving the way for us.
I have to go.
No, please, I know I can't ask anything of you, but will you come to my family's royal gala? They want to meet you. I want you to be there.
There's no sense in prolonging this, Joe. I wish you the best. I really do.
What are we going to do? This is a mess.
He's even tried inviting her to the gala.
It's a shame. He really seems like he's in love.
I know.
You know, maybe there's something I can do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you from myself, our cruise director, the one and only Teddy, and our very special Emerald Sun crew for this fabulous cruise along the Danube. I always love these trips and the people I meet, but this one, I have to say, was very, very special. Good luck as you continue your journey on from here, and hopefully one day our paths will cross again. Thank you.
I'm sorry about everything.
Thanks, Teddy.
You two were happy together. Everyone could see that.
But it wasn't real.
Have you thought that maybe at the heart of it, it was real? I mean, how many chances in a lifetime do you get to be invited to a palace by a prince? You should go to the gala. Oh. A special delivery arrived for you. It's been sent to your cabin.
Dear Ava, I'm Yozhev's sister-in-law, Katrine. And although I haven't met you, I can see how much Yozhev cares about you. I wanted to reach out to tell you how much we were all looking forward to meeting you. I took the liberty of sending some gowns because I wasn't sure you brought one for the occasion. We hope to see you soon. Katrine.
Hang on.
Just trust me.
Right. Stunning. You've met my sister-in-law, Katrine.
Yes, thank you for making this happen.
Katrine gave you quite the reference, Yozhev.
You made quite the impression, Ava.
The woman who's captured our son's heart.
It's so nice to meet you, Your Majesties.
Claire.
She's lovely.
Yes, she is.
Thank you for giving me a second chance to win your trust. Can we say that this is our first date? Our blank canvas?
This is quite the first date.
Well, I hope there will be many more. I know you're scheduled to go home tomorrow, but maybe you'd like to stay? Get to know my family, get to know me. Can't imagine my life without you. Can't imagine anything without you.
But you could visit Chicago. I can show you the bean.
You could show me the bean? I have no idea what that means, but yes, please, I would love to come visit Chicago. You've made me the happiest man in the world, Ava. There's one more thing I'd like to show you. Max and Katrine gifted it to us. And I know the perfect place for it. All you need is an open heart.
Thank you for opening mine. Just